What's up, everybody? I want to talk to you for a few minutes. Number one, to say I've recovered my password finally to our YouTube channel. So expect lots of compelling health, fitness, weight loss, muscle gain information, lots of celebrity interviews and cameos and workouts and all that cool stuff you've come to expect from the DOLCE team. Now, I figured since I'm coming back, I might as well at least give you something to take away. Well, the first thing is make sure you're checking out our Facebook page. We do Facebook Live Q&As almost every day right now. Same thing on Periscope, and just jumped in on Instagram. You can find all that at the DOLCE Diet, respectively. Now, let's talk about you, fat ass. No, not really, but maybe. It's that time of year, right? New Year's resolutions, new year, new me, all that bullshit. Well, what are you going to do about it? Like, are you really starting to focus right now on getting in the best fucking shape of your life? Or are you going to pull the same bullshit you did last year? You're going to fucking get a gym membership. You're going to buy some stupid book on keto dieting. You're going to spend a couple $100 on supplements. And what happens? Come March, your fat ass is going to be sitting on the couch, smoking weed, drinking beer, ordering Domino's fucking pizza, looking like a fat tub of shit come summertime. And guess what? You're not getting laid, you're not having fun, and you're going to develop a complex because you won't take your shirt off at the beach. Well, gentlemen, now is the time. Right now is the time to start moving forward. You need to get your ass out there and focus and train and eat properly to live the life that you deserve, God damn it. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to start training with real weights, big boy fucking weights. Get off the cable crossover machine, stop the tricep press downs, no more fucking unilateral leg press. You need to put the fucking steel in your hand, that cold, hard, unforgiving iron. You need to be ripping fucking calluses off your hands every goddamn day in order to really make those gains. So what do? We want to train with multi-joint compound movements every other day. That's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you need to train full body. And you might say, well, DOLCE, my favorite IFBB Pro NPC competitor, doesn't do that. They train one body part per day. Well, guess what, kids? Those dudes are fucking juiced out of their minds. Crazy. They're spending 30, 40K a year on fucking steroids and growth hormone and IGF and insulin and thyroid meds and all these other fucking things that we don't even know exist. They're gobbling that fucking shit down like Sour Patch Kids. So, to you, and if you are juiced, I don't give a shit. But what I do care about is fucking weakness. Physical weakness comes from mental weakness. You need to struggle and strain under the fucking weights. You look at guys like Ronnie Coleman and Dorian Yates, two of the most heralded IFBB Mr. Olympias of all time. And those bastards moved tonnage. They trained multi-joint compound movements. You didn't see them sculpting their outside bicep peak with some fucking inverted cable fucking pull machine, right? You saw them struggling under hundreds of pounds of bar bending iron, and that's what you need to do. So how do we do this? Simply, we start with a variation of the squat. I prefer the low bar back squat, and you want to hit a set of 5. 5 by 5 sets, 5 reps. Approximately 85% of your 1 rep max. You can start at 80 and scale your way up to 90, 92 or so, somewhere in that range. If you can squat 500 pounds, and not many of you can yet, then you should be squatting somewhere around 400 or so for 5 by 5. The next thing you want to do is a pressing movement for the upper body. I prefer a standing military press, beltless. Strict military press. I like the push press, but let's get the form down. Standing barbell military press. Again, I'm going to be training close to the 5 by 5, maybe a 3 by 5 or a 4 by 5. Same concept, about 80% of that 1 rep max. Then we're going to work a hip hinge movement, some sort of pull. Maybe it's a conventional, maybe a high hip, maybe a sumo deadlift. Maybe it's a bent over barbell row or a pendlay row or even a dumbbell row. It's some sort of bent over pulling movement. Again, in that 80 or so percent range. We're looking for 4 to 8 repetitions, shooting for 6. But we want to get that 5. That 6 rep should be a grinder, an RPE, rate of perceived exertion, of 10 on that 6th rep. Then we look for ancillary work. So we squat, we press, we pull, and then we work on some sort of, let's say, a weighted push-up with chains, like a fucking savage, or dips, weighted once again. And now we're going to hit 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12. And then we're going to hit some sort of underhanded chin motion. Underhand, overhand, either way is fine. Some sort of chin motion. Again, 3 sets of 8 to 12 or so, and we want to be weighted. And what we do, we're not cheating. We train with perfect form. And we stop our sets when we get to form breakdown. Because we're trying to stay in the gym, ladies and gentlemen. Right? We're trying to continue training and making gains. Now, that doesn't mean we should fucking skirt it and be pussies and not train hard. No, we're training our fucking asses off. But when form starts to break down and we start to cheat, that's the last rep. We rack it, we move on safely, and we come back and train again. After that, we usually hit some sort of core exercise because all strength transfers through the core, and then we might touch a calf or a forearm or some other ancillary motion. Now, that's the basic template. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 days a week. We want to walk 3 to 7 days a week, 30 to 60 minutes at a clip, because we need that heart pumping, right? You don't want to just be that fucking big pile of shit that can lift weights and can't walk up a flight of stairs. Let's keep that heart pumping. Let's think about longevity also. Let's think about health. Also, if you can walk 30 to 60 minutes a day, now we're increasing our nutrient transport, feeding and fueling and repairing those muscles at a much higher rate. Now, I can break down, and I will break down in future videos, why we talk about the 3-day-a-week full body split. It's based upon muscle protein synthesis, and I'm not going to get too deep into it today, but why we train the entire body every other day is because we will be building muscle every day. Unless you're on steroids, unless you're on heavy doses of performance-enhancing muscle-building drugs, you're not building muscle on a bro split. You're training arms one day and shoulders one day and chest one day and hams one day and quads one day. You're only getting 2 days of growth unless you're dumping a shitload of drugs into your body, increasing your rate of muscle protein synthesis. Now, guys, juice heads out there, if you are juicing, well, it's going to work also. The 3-day split is going to work also for you. It's going to work extremely well. The hardest thing I found in the very beginning was I like to train every day. It was forcing myself to take a day off in between. That Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday was rough for me. But I started to see gains, and I started to see sick gains. So that's what we want to do, because we want to put on slabs of rock hard fucking muscle. Also, we want to stay lean and tight. It's about function now, people, right? We want to look good. We want to be strong and fucking jacked. We don't want to be that big pile of sloppy shit. It just doesn't do it anymore, right? It's not a good look. And you can put on just as much, if not more muscle, if you use science and hard work and dedication, and we forego instant gratification. And that's how we get it done. I hope you found this video interesting. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, because we're going to be dropping lots of knowledge. Feel free to drop comments down below. Let me know what you think about this and what else you want to hear. Go to thedolcediet.com. Check out our 4 or 12-week membership program. DolceDietShop.com. Any one of our international best-selling books. You can work one-on-one with my team of dietitians, registered dietitians in my office, with sport-specific specialization in getting you in the best shape of your life. Follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, you're already on YouTube, on Facebook. Where else? Everywhere. It's at The Dolce Diet. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for following us on this journey. I'm going to make sure we give you as much information as you need to get in the best goddamn shape of your life. I'll talk to you soon.